Sarah, good to see you again. So they've started to arrive.
They've started to arrive. So the doors to Westminster Abbey are open. The Dean of Westminster, Dr. David Hoyle, came out just a short time ago. And now we've started to see the first arrivals. So we've seen some peers of the realm, members of the House of Lords. I've also seen former members of staff who worked for King Charles who've been invited. And among these earlier guests as well will be 400 British Empire Medal winners, people who have been rewarded for their good work within the communities, for charities, for example. And you can see that military build-up taking place on the streets of London already today. The atmosphere really building. Marching bands, as we see there, but inside the Abbey they will be listening to some beautiful music, much of which has been chosen by the King himself.
That's interesting, and we spoke about this a little earlier. It might be worth recapping for our viewers who may have just joined us. So we're still, a few hours away from the ceremony. What are you doing there?
You listen to the music, you chat to
Plenty
those
small
around.
Talk. Do you at least have your phones? Are you allowed your phones in there?
I doubt you'd be. Well, I mean, I don't know. They look like I'm looking at someone there waving and with their mobile phone just behind us. I don't imagine you're taking selfies in there, do you? That might not be coronation etiquette.
Yeah, that's fair.
But certainly it will be quite a long wait for them because we're still, 2 hours away from the foreign royals and the heads of state starting to arrive here at Westminster Abbey. And then another hour and a half after that until we actually get the King arriving.
All adds to the anticipation. It all adds to the spectacle. Now, we just had an interesting guest on, Charles's former butler. He will no doubt be nervous about today, but we've looked at a couple of different polls throughout the course of the week which point to things that maybe will ease his nerves, that he's becoming a little more popular. I guess it depends what poll you're looking at, and accuracy can waver a little, but what's your sense? Is he becoming more popular here?
Yes, there was one poll for Sky News earlier this week which suggested that the King had seen his popularity increase in the build-up to the coronation, which can only be good news. Other polls by the company YouGov suggesting that his popularity ratings were level with where they were before the death of the Queen and before Netflix and Spare, which did damage his reputation and did damage his popularity rating, so he has recovered from those. So some good news, and the majority of British people still want to see a monarch rather than an elected head of state.
So it's the institution rather than the individual that people still prefer, whether it's the very popular Queen Elizabeth or her son.
Even many of those who said they would like to see a change couldn't quite imagine what it would look like without a monarch. Where he does have a big challenge, though, is among the younger age group, the 18 to 24s, where he is really struggling in terms of popularity. There is real apathy, if not a desire to have a significant change.
Well, I guess that brings us to William, the Prince of Wales now, and according to some of these polls as well, he is obviously much more popular than his father, Charles. I mean, that's an indication that the line continues there.
And as a young man, perhaps more exciting. And more able
on that point of younger viewers, good for them.
Yes. I still don't think that he is able to reach out in the same way as Harry and Meghan might have been able to younger people. They were also youth ambassadors for the Commonwealth. They would have played a key role in the monarchy's relevance within the Commonwealth. And so it is at times like this then you feel the loss of them. The royal family has lost an opportunity in Harry and Meghan's departure. But yes, William, Kate, and of course Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, who we are going to be seeing here today. The next generation, the continuation of the monarchy, that line of succession will be laid out before us all today. Prince George with a really big role as a page of honour, carrying his grandfather's train, and Charlotte and Louis taking part in the procession. As we saw from the Platinum Jubilee, Louis may well be a star of the show today.
We can only hope, and a good indication that, as you said there, Sarah, the line continues as more and more guests are continuing to arrive here at Westminster Abbey. These live pictures coming to us. Sarah, appreciate that. We're going to talk to you again very soon.